My name is Zach Orji, and I'd like to encourage you to watch quality Nollywood movies on SUNYRICHY NollyTV.
My name is Frederick.
My name is Yul Edochie.
Go and subscribe to
SUNYRICHY
NollyTV.
And where are you off to? Such a haste. And again, at this ungodly hour of the evening.
I need to get to the hospital.
Are you ill or something?
No, I really just need to go.
Step out of this palace, and you will regret ever doing so.
Did you know about this? Did you order this heat on him? Did you send your men to his house, father?
Go back to your room now, Olama.
The only thing he ever did was to love me. No matter what he did, he doesn't deserve this.
Go back to your room. That's what I just said. Or do you want to dare me?
Father, this is not fair. This is not fair! Why are you being so hostile to him?
I will not repeat myself again. Go back to your room this minute!
Your Majesty, please can I talk to my father?
Come on. You're always free to talk to me. I'm your father and I would always be. What kind of request is this?
Then please for once, listen to me. Don't just hear me. I will never see him again. I promise not to have anything to do with him again. But in exchange, please don't marry me off to Prince Marcus.
Olama, whatever I do for your good.
Please, Father. I need you to promise me.
I already gave my word to Prince Marcus, his father, and the entire people of Achala Kingdom. And you know very well that a king's promise is his life too.
Father, if you marry me off to Prince Marcus, you will lose me forever. It is a promise. A promise from a daughter to her father.
I brought this upon my daughter. I have made her live a life of nightmares and misery. How can I rectify this? 3 years now. She still has my number on her block list. Oh, I have failed, not just as a king, but as a father too. How can I stand before her and lay claims? Gods of our ancestors, help me. Ichemba,
Your Majesty.
I want this to remain between you and I. No single soul outside you and I will ever know anything about this.
But you've always known me, Your Majesty. I'll always have your back. But what are we going to do about that young man, Ebuka, who nobody in this kingdom knows anything about since he was arrested and bundled into prison?
Prison?
Yes. You mean...
When did this happen?
Shortly after the princess's wedding. You mean you don't know, Your Majesty?
I had no idea about this at all. But this boy must be found. You heard what Abalanza said. We must find him. Even if it means hiring a private investigator to look for him, we will do so. Please, I want to rectify the mistake I made 3 years ago. So he needs to be found.
Your Majesty, have you tried contacting Princess Olamma? At least to confirm all that Abalanza said.
Ichemba, I must be honest with you, I am ashamed of myself. Maybe you don't know this, but I've not spoken with my daughter.
Ha! What? Hey! Your Majesty, I don't understand. How? But you've always said that...
I lied about it. How do you expect me, her father, to admit to the fact that my daughter now sees me as an enemy? And that I haven't spoken with her since she got married. She has not even uttered a word to me. I mean, I'm ashamed of myself. I can't say such a thing. She has not picked my calls, neither has she returned any.
This is very serious and disturbing. Absolutely disturbing, Your Majesty. You've been waging a silent war with the spirit of Umada.
That is true. My daughter warned me seriously against marrying her out to this Prince Marcus in exchange for stopping her relationship with that boy. And now, like I said, she's not even picking my calls. Neither is she returning any of them.
So you've been harboring and nurturing all these feelings without even bothering to let me know about it, Your Majesty.
That was at that time. I didn't think she meant what she said. Until she stopped taking my calls, nor returning them.
Well, Your Majesty, not to worry. We will rectify all this. I promise to do my very best to find the boy. I'll find him. I'll find him.
Thank you, Ichie. You're a friend indeed. Thank you.
My beautiful Ola. You know, you always take my breath away. Wow. You look so gorgeous in this dress. I feel almost jealous of it. How do you do this?
Well, I am your wife. I dress for your pleasure.
Of course, I know. And I know all eyes will be on you at this occasion. But you know, I tell you, I will pluck out the eyes of any man who stares at you for way too long.
Now, Marcus,
This body's for me and me alone.
Well, it's a kiddies event. Are you going to punish them for staring at me for too long?
You know you tempt me all the time.
You know what? Let's go. We may be the guest of honor, but I do not want to be late from our occasion. Okay?
Very well. As my queen pleases. I'll leave.
Is that what you think of the queen? I mean, you really think she's loved?
You think she's nuts?
I already know why the king will never make it part of any logical discussions. Ify, you look, but you don't understand. Something is wrong somewhere.
You speak so highly of the occasion. You're not even there.
I was not there, my queen. But the class you exhibited has gone viral. You are just the definition of class. Every other person is learning.
You know I don't like to be flattered. Now change the topic and stop talking about the occasion. So, I see the children.
My love. Leave us.
What's with the excitement?
My love, it's naturally I hate bloggers because they know how to get very simple things completely twisted. But then again, some of them know how to present their topics. One just blew my mind.
Let me guess. You saw the viral photo. Very irresponsible journalism. I mean, how can anyone take our photo in private and just blast it all over the internet without permission?
No, darling, it is not. Did you see the caption? Outstanding royal couple in a night of bliss. I love that. And I feel like looking for this blogger and spending so much money on him.
Well, you can do whatever you please, my lord. I'm sure they will appreciate it.
Of course, who wouldn't like that? Are you alright, my love?
Yes, I'm fine. I just need to rest a bit more.
Do you need me to call Grace?
No, I'm fine. Trust me. I'm okay.
You can't be fine when you look all pale and nauseous. Darling, are you alright?
Excuse me.
Darling. My love, it's naturally I hate bloggers because they know how to get very simple things completely twisted. But then again, some of them know how to present their topics. One just blew my mind.
Let me guess. You saw the viral photo. Very irresponsible journalism. I mean, how can anyone take our photo in private and just blast it all over the internet without permission?
No, darling, it is not. Did you see the caption? Outstanding royal couple in a night of bliss. I love that. And I feel like looking for this blogger and spending so much money on him.
Well, you can do whatever you please, my lord. I'm sure they will appreciate it.
Of course, who wouldn't like that? Are you alright, my love?
Yes, I'm fine. I just need to rest a bit more.
Do you need me to call Grace?
No, I'm fine. Trust me. I'm okay.
You can't be fine when you look all pale and nauseous. Darling, Are you alright?
Excuse me.
Darling. What is wrong with her? How is she?
There is nothing wrong with her, Your Majesty. She's just tired and weak. I would advise adequate rest. She needs it.
You know, that's not what I'm asking. Dr. Grace, I need answers. Give me answers.
I already sent her samples to the clinic for more tests. But I can tell you that she's fine.
Well, Dr. Grace, I want you to see this as an assignment for you. I want to know exactly what her problems are. Okay? Please.
As Your Majesty pleases.
Please.
I don't take my name.
Oh, you can. This must be a joke. This must be a joke. Yes. That's the only way you can present such ridiculous result to me. Grace, what is the meaning of this? Are you sure this is our result?
Your Majesty, I'm sorry that this is not what you expected. But please, refrain from insulting my professional integrity. Please.
Professional integrity. Well, professional integrity, my foots! Grace, I do not pay a huge amount of money to you every damn month for the upkeep of my household, for you to keep your professional integrity on high esteem. If it bruises your professional ego, then maybe you should do a better job, instead of presenting this rubbish to me.
My lord, please, calm down. Dr. Grace here is only trying to do her job.
Will you keep quiet? I was not talking to you. It is all your fault.
But Your Majesty...
Shut up! I don't want to hear any damn word from you again. Is there someone out there who's better than you? A mother. Someone who's more experienced in this field. Someone who can handle this situation.
Your Majesty, I have told you that there's nothing wrong with both of you. Not with Her Majesty, not with you. You both are in perfect health condition. And I'm sure you have an active sexual life.
Now how am I supposed to feel right now? Is that supposed to console me? Is that supposed to make me feel better? Do you tell me? We're talking about my childlessness here, Grace. For 3 years. 3 solid years. And you present me with the same result? I need a more experienced gynecologist. Refer me to one.
As Your Majesty pleases. Dr. Mike, you can contact him. He is more qualified than I am. If you do not mind, Your Majesty, I would like to take my leave.
Yes, leave.
When a woman falls in love, she falls in love with heart and soul and being. Oh, don't you take it for granted. Love is spiritual, emotional. It takes time to build it. What can destroy it in a twinkle of an eye? So don't you ever play with her, even when you think it doesn't matter. Don't you play with her at all. Don't take another advantage for her love. To play with her feelings. It doesn't matter. Don't play with her. It matters at all. I want to play with her, even when you think it doesn't matter. Don't you play with her at all. Brother, never, never, never play with her. Never play.
Hello? Dr. Mike, everything is fine. I am calling to tell you that I quit. I quit from being this Roseman's personal physician. I am done. He asked me to get someone better than me in this field. Please, let someone else take my spot. I am so done. I am done.
Can we talk?
About what?
About earlier today.
Please, I do not want to talk about that.
Well, but you have to talk about it. Clearly you were angry at me, and you took it out on the innocent doctor who has been trying to help us out.
I wouldn't exactly call her innocent because she has been extorting money from me without giving results to our problems.
It's not her fault.
Of course it's not her fault. It's all your fault. 3 years in marriage, and I'm still wondering if I made a mistake about marrying you or not.
It's not my fault either.
Then whose fault is it? It's clearly not mine, because I do my duties every other time.
It's not our fault.
Well then go out there and tell that to my people. Go. They're talking. They're murmuring. 3 years in marriage and nothing to show for it. Not even a miscarriage. Come on. Every other day we go out there for occasions and we have reporters waiting to hear the good news. And at the end of the day, we can't even give them a face of expectation. 3 years. This is failure.
I'm sorry.
Olama, what is this? What are you trying to do? Emotional blackmail? Don't give me that. I have told you I would not fall for those tears anymore. Don't try that with me.
I am not trying to blackmail you emotionally. You know what? Let's go to bed. There's no point talking to you like this.
And what are you doing now? Giving me your back.
Oh, don't you take it for granted. Love is spiritual.
brain is still the same, Your Majesty. For how many years has it been already?
Do you think I do not know how long all this has been? Ichadibe. Do you think I am enjoying all this? Do you know how it feels to have your hopes all high, thinking something good is coming, only for all of your hopes to be shattered into a million pieces by a simple test? Do you know how frustrating that is?
Calm down, Your Majesty.
Calm down. Well, I have been calm for as long as I can remember. In addition to my calmness, I have been patient. The problem is, I do not know how to tackle all of this issue.
Your Majesty, I think you know what to do. You just don't want to.
Ujadbe, I have said this before and I will say it again. I will never take a second wife. And that is final.
But you need a child, Your Majesty. You are no longer just the prince. You have become the king of Achala Kingdom. And you need an heir to the throne.
An heir to the throne I need, and an heir I will bring forth. But only through my wife and my wife alone.
Your Majesty, you have so much faith and trust in this woman that I sometimes wonder if faith and trust aren't a two-way thing.
What are you trying to say, Chadibe?
Just a thought, Your Majesty. Just a thought.
Well, elaborate.
What if the problem is from her? What if she has done something or is doing something that is preventing her from taking it? Or even making the baby stay?
Making the baby stay. But Ichadibe, she has never had a miscarriage. Not once. And you're aware of that.
Okay, Your Majesty. What if what she had done before is preventing any fertilization to happen? Just what if?
Ijadibe, do you have any idea what you are saying? Olama knows how important having a child for me is. She will never dare.
As if she loved you so much to want to spend the rest of her life with you. Have you forgotten so soon? Think, Your Majesty. Think.
Chamber. Your Majesty. Any news yet? Sadly none. Your Majesty. Nobody knows his whereabouts. It seemed the earth suddenly opened up and swallowed him. They would never have wanted to stay. But is there nothing we can do to lead us to them? I mean, he could not have disappeared from the surface of the earth just like that. Your Majesty, maybe he's dead. Dead? It's a possibility. And
if that happens to be the case, I am worried about what you have to tell the Ada and her son when they come back here tomorrow. What are we going to do?
Honestly, Chimba, I do not know. But first things first, I have to go and see my daughter because it's been such a long time I haven't seen her.
Your Majesty, that will amount to starting from somewhere. Let's do that first, while we continue our hunt for the boy.
Susanna! Susanna!
Nice, Ezekiel. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I went to your shop and they told me you're back home.
Yes. I was not feeling too strong, so I came home to rest. Is anything the matter?
Susanna. Why are you talking like that? Are we quarreling? Or are we fighting? Shall we keep quarreling over properties? We are the same now. We are a family. It's okay.
Nani Ezekiel, Biko, did you come here to convince me? Or is there something you want us to talk about? Because you can see I'm feeling sleepy and I need that rest. I don't want to feature you people because I'm dead now. Please, I have seat. We can stay here. Well,
if you insist. Well, I'm here with regards to what we've been dragging over these months. We shouldn't be quarreling over properties. It's our own. We are together. We are one family. I've discussed with our kinsmen the way a son should talk to his elders. And they've agreed. And they have taken a decision. Yes.
Which decision is that?
That he will now pay 7 million naira instead of 10 million, they said the other time. So that he can use the remaining 3 million for his project or his business or even put it into his marriage ceremony. Susanna, did you hear me? Susanna.
I heard you.
Say something now. Yeah.
Ichi Ezekiel, I've heard you. As you can see, I'm feeling sleepy. I'm tired. You know your way out. Goodbye when you are going home.
What? 7 million naira. Is that what they have resolved?
My son, you needed to see him. He was almost pleading for me to agree and convince you to pay.
Wow, this is unexpected.
That shows that our journey is not futile afterwards. Look at what they are doing. They are already changing their minds already. Imagine what they will do when we actually make that prayer to the sacred autopsy.
Honestly, I'm amazed. I don't even know what to say. Now, have you broken the good news to Ichiagide?
Yes, I just called him. He's very happy. He said I should tell you not to give in to their demands. That soon enough, they'll be calling to demand nothing. That is why I'm calling you son.
Wow. Our journey was fruitful after all. Our almost futile journey could cost us there. What will happen if the real deal comes? With the real deal, of course we're going to throw them off balance.
Exactly. Exactly, Nadozie. Just don't mind them. We'll take it one after another.
I'm so amazed at this call, Mama. Well, thank you very much, Mama. Let me allow you rest. You need to sleep. I'll call you in the morning, okay?
Ezekiel just 7 million. Or food go 1 million. Foolish man. Good night.
What's the news?
The good news is that they have reduced the price to 7 million.
Is it Ezekiel or all of them?
My mom told me that Uncle Ezekiel personally brought the news to our house. I'm still surprised.
Really?
Really? Still surprising to me.
Oh. Where is my beautiful wife? Princess Onama, the queen of Achala Kingdom. Come see who we have here. Ebele Okaro himself.
Your Majesty.
Well, Your Majesty, you know you have to forgive us. It has been a long time since you last visited. Of course you know. It should be a son's duty to visit the father and not the other way around. But we have been so busy with the duties of the kingdom, so you have to forgive us on that. Of course, I'm sure you understand.
Of course I do. And a father cannot stay angry at his son for such a long time. I forgive you.
Thank you very much.
Well, so, my beautiful daughter, won't you come and hug your father, please?
You're welcome, Your Majesty.
Well, Your Majesty, the royal banquet is almost ready. Why don't we move down to the table? This way, please. Yes. So, Your Majesty, now you see, I have been thinking. Better way to run my kid.
Well, we shall say when a man grows up to wait so
Your Highness, I was surprised when I got a call from your aide. Let me know that you were coming.
Why surprised?
Well, considering the fact that it's been long since you made an appearance here, I should be. But don't you think so?
Unless you have some skeletons in your cupboard you don't want me to know about. If not, you shouldn't have any problem with me coming here unannounced.
Unannounced? Sounds interesting. But you of all people should know that the king's schedule is as tight as that of the president of the country.
I think I'm in a better position to know that, given my experience. And that's why I put a call through before now.
Well, I appreciate it. Anyway, it's nice to have you here.
Thank you. But I don't think your wife agrees with you. Because she's been lukewarm since my arrival.
Well, you know we men. They need to take their time to come around. I'm sure she will come around. Trust me.
Hope so.
Well, on the contrary, I would have to go check up on her. I have to make sure she's fine.
Marcus, no more pretenses. I know your truth already.
What the hell do you think you're doing? You just hate your father so much that you could not endure 30 minutes lunch with him.
I don't hate him.
You despise him. You despise him so much that you've kept your distance and not talked to him in 3 years of our marriage. Why? Because he made you marry me?
Honestly, I don't know why you think whatever's going on between my father and I has anything to do with you. I can assure you it doesn't. We have our bickerings and our fightings, but it has absolutely nothing to do with you. Not everything is about you. The world does not revolve around you, Marcus.
What? What did you just say? Are you mad? Are you insane? Have you lost it?
My king. The visiting king requests your presence in the sitting room. He also said if the queen is too busy to join you, you can come alone.
We'll go back there and tell him I'll be there shortly.
Okay,
go.
Majesty.
Listen, I do not care what your problem is. We have to go back out there and entertain your father like the good host that we are. It's not every daughter that gets visited by their parents. You should be lucky you have one who does that. Get that face straight and let's go. Let's go. Oh, Your Majesty, I am really sorry for the rudeness. Of course, we're not supposed to leave you like that on the lunch table. Do accept our apologies.
Well, it's okay. I understand that you're just trying to be a very good husband. I understand that. I forgive you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
My darling daughter, how are you?
I'm fine. Thanks for asking. Would you like me to?
Yes, a walk with you would be a nice one. You know, it's a long time I had some quiet time with my daughter, so I'd like to speak with her now. And we'll just sit together and catch up on some things.
I don't know.
Of course you will, Your Majesty. I mean, you cannot come all the way down here and not have quiet time with your lovely daughter. I will excuse you too.
Your Majesty. Thank you for your understanding.
Please do excuse me.
You hate me, Olamba. And it's understandable why you do. I did many wrong things to you. And I am trying to see how I can repay you for them all. It's also okay if you do not talk to me. I can bear it. But how do I make up for this great sin that I have committed against you?
Did you come all the way here to take me down memory lane? Because if you did, it's a wasted journey. I should be thanking you. I should be thanking you for the life that I have now because I am totally in love with it.
Olama, including everything?
Yes, including everything. And of course...
And the rape?
What? What are you talking about?
Olama, for how long do you want to continue living this way? For how long? You know you could have come back home.
And it's not rape. That's what married couples do. Try to have a child.
Olama, I am your father.
You are not my father. You're not. My father would have known me better than I knew myself. My father would have heard the silent cries every night while I was waiting to be sacrificed at the altar of marriage. My father would have compromised on his promise to the people. You're not my father. You're king. The most revered king, whom I must obey even when I am dying silently. That's who you are.
My daughter, I know I have wronged you. I know I've also wronged him. And that's why I'm trying to make amends.
Make amends? You don't get it, do you? You've created this world for me. You have created this life for me. Please, let me live it in peace.
How can you live it in peace when on a daily basis you are dying? Well, I know about the ugly, persistent marital incident that you have been experiencing since the first day you got married. And you think you can just walk around it on your own, solve the problem and be happy?
Yes, I can. And yes, I will. It is the duty of a wife to bear her husband a child. And besides, he's this way with me because I have not been able to fulfill that singular obligation. Besides, how did you even know? Are you keeping tabs on me? Are you spying on me, on us? It is the duty of a wife to bear her husband a child. And besides, he's this way with me because I have not been able to fulfill that singular obligation. Besides, how did you even know? Are you keeping tabs on me? Are you spying on me, on us?
Of course not. Well, there's this cause behind your inability to conceive for your husband. And your husband... excuse me. Hello, Ichemba. Yes. What? How did you find him? Where? Okay. I'll come back and then we'll plan on how we're going to go and visit him immediately. Very well then. Okay.
Who are you looking for?
Ebuka.
Huh?
Yes, I know. There's been this situation that led us to finding out about your problems and ordeals. And that has been the reason we have been hunting for Ebuka for a long while now.
Do you mind telling me what all this is about?
When a woman falls in love, she falls in love with heart and soul and being. Oh, don't you take it for granted.
For how long do you want to continue living this way? For how long? You know you could have come back home.
To beauty, what can destroy it in a twinkle of an eye? So don't you ever play with her, even when you think it does. Never you play with her, play with her.
Do you understand the implications of what happened? That lady is the only daughter of His Excellency, Maserati. You understand how His Excellency trusts me? How could you allow this to happen? How?
Nothing happened, sir. We made sure we whisked her away with the moment you noticed she was drunk.
And it's not just that. I have every reason to believe that she's not just into alcohol, but into drugs.
That is the truth. She has been compromised. She takes all form of banned substances, and that is why I asked you to keep an eye on her.
We did our best, sir. We did our best. We brought her home immediately and took her upstairs.
His Excellency is not going to be happy if her pictures surface online.
We took her out of the place before the paparazzi could regroup.
We promise you no pictures will be flying online.
That's the truth, boss.
Good for you.
Get me my keys!
Where the hell is this place? What am I doing? How did I get here?
Do you know what I am going to do? I am going to call the chief of staff and inform him how incompetent both of you are.
Sir, that should be very unfair. We might end up losing our job.
And you want me to keep covering your asses when you cannot do your jobs properly? You told me you whisker away before the paparazzi regrouped. Is it not obvious that you lied to me? Why would you lie to me?
We didn't lie to you, sir. The picture did not surface online. We made sure of that.
The pictures did not surface online, but His Excellency knew that the daughter was at the club.
What? Are you serious? I mean, how did he find out?
What sort of useless and senseless question are you asking me? He is the governor, of course. He has all the resources and information at his disposal. Why did you even allow her to go to the club in the first place? Why?
So I think you have to rephrase your order. Are you not giving us instruction to prevent her from going out, even if she insists on going out?
What is the meaning of this?
Sir, we tried to prevent her from leaving, but she insisted. And preventing her any further would mean holding her against her wish.
Listen to me very, very carefully. His Excellency has mandated we prevent her from bringing further ridicule to the family. That you must do at all costs until we perfect plans to send in her abroad for rehabilitations. Have I made myself clear?
Yes, Professor.
See, if we must do this, if we must prevent her holding the woman, the governor's daughter, against her wish, someone has to put this in writing.
It's all right. All right.
Oh, Viola, the jewel of His Excellency, the star of the government house. It is good to see you awake. How was the night?
Honorable Ebuka, there was no night. I mean, what's the meaning of this? What am I doing in your house?
Well, it's a long story. There was a situation, a very bad situation, but the important thing here is that it has been handled.
What situation, please? Are you not going to tell me how I got to your house? I practically woke up on your bed! What did you do to me? Wait, do you realize I can sue you for this? Do you?
You did not wake up on my bed. You woke up on my sister's bed. And come on, Viola, do not make this more difficult for your father. He's angry already. Do not make him mad.
He's mad? And what business of mine is that? No, really, how is it my business the fact he's mad? Who cares? Could this be the reason he employed you as a special assistant on domestic affairs? To monitor my life? Listen, Ebuka, I am not the only thing in the said domestic front. There are other things. Please focus on them and leave me the hell alone. My goodness, you choke me. I can't stand you. Aren't you going to say anything? Are you walking out of me? You will regret this. You will regret this, Ebuka. Everyone is practically sacrificing their lives just to give your life a meaning. Please, show appreciation.
There we go again.
Everyone wants to preach to me. Now let me ask you, who the hell are you to dare preach to me on appreciation? Who?
She denied your claims? That is stupid. The Abalans I know wouldn't be lying about this.
It's not because I saw my daughter's face. That face, that expression was a true one. That face did not look like one that is happy in her marriage.
That bastard dog of Achala Kingdom. How dare he do this to our princess? How dare he humiliate her like that? Nothing whatsoever gives him that right.
You're right. Nothing does.
But Your Majesty, we have to move fast. We have to have an answer for the Ada and her son when they come. That may not even be possible if neither the princess nor Ebuka set foot on the soil of Adabowele.
Which Ada and her son? I don't believe this. So you mean if that Ada didn't show up here with her son, you would not have realized that your symbol of authority is missing and that you're no longer a king?
He is still the king.
Not without a symbol of authority. No, he's not.
Nobody knows. And they will never know. And that's the more reason we have to move in fast and do the needful. My princess, I know you've passed through a lot, which you don't even deserve in the first place. But you have to help restore peace to this home and kingdom. My princess, you have to divorce Marcus.
You're joking, right?
No, he's not. He's serious. As long as your marriage with Marcus is still intact, the sacred autopsy will never return.
Then so be it. I am not coming back to this palace. I belong to my husband.
He's not your husband. He's a tyrant.
He's a tyrant. Father, you are not one to speak. You belong to the same group as him.
Yes, I know. But I am ready and willing to own up to my mistakes and make amends.
You think owning up to your mistakes and making amends would suddenly make everything better? You feel making amends would change the fact that you ripped us apart? I am in a loveless marriage because of you, Father. Because of you, I am subjected to daily domestic rape and violence. Because you had the upper hand, you ripped that young man apart. You banished him from this kingdom. How do you think he survived all these years?
Information. He survived. He's living even much more better now.
That doesn't excuse the wickedness he meted out to that young man.
He's now an essay to the governor on domestic matters. That's if you're worried about him.
Neka, my only sister. You know, you are the type of sister every man would pray to have. Have I told you that before?
Brother, please. I do not want to be flattered today. This is all you do. Say sweet things to me just to make me feel special.
That is the word. Because you are special.
Now tell me, what is it you want us to discuss?
Okay. First of all, I want you to stop calling me Neka. My name is Neki. And secondly, tomorrow is your birthday. We are going to celebrate it. In fact, we are going out.
First of all, I am not going to call you Nikki or Neki or whatever because that is not your birth name. I do not care, and I do not even mind if your friends call you that, provided it is not the official name you use in school. Second of all, I don't have time. I'm a very busy person, so there will be no celebration.
I know. And that is why I have to ask the governor on time if I could take my brother to a dinner tomorrow night.
You did what?
Exactly that, brother. Why did you think he gave you a day off tomorrow? To do God knows what?
See, Neka, listen, this is my job. I do not appreciate you interfering or meddling in it. I do not appreciate that. If I had wanted a day off, I could have asked for it.
But you wouldn't. Especially when you deemed it to be unimportant. But me, Neki, I will not relent regardless. So we are going out tomorrow and that is final.
Whatever. So how was school today?
Well, school is fine. But I've told you, do not expect me with a first class. Because sometimes you can't just comprehend what these lecturers are saying. Sometimes you don't even understand a thing until a night or few minutes to examination.
Nick, I've told you I do not care the type of certificate you graduate with, provided you pass very well. That is the most important thing.
Thank you, brother. Anyway, I made dinner. You care for that?
Men have eaten, but I do not mind since you made it.
So, let me feed you.
Let me fix something.
All right. Join me to the line.
You are a pro in this, you win. Oh my God.
But I told you.
How did I even think I would beat you to this?
I told you, little sister. But you know what? I like your spirit. You still give a good fight. Huh?
Please, it's okay. I am tired.
Come on.
I need to go home now, take a shower. I need a cup of coffee. I want
and
to...
everything we can possibly get at home. I know. Come on. Let's go. Do you need a piggyback?
No, brother, please. It's okay. I'm not a child. I can manage.
Bye.
Oh, I'm tired. Please. I won't do this again.
Surely you will. See, what you need right now is cold shower. Trust me, you'll feel good.
Sorry, sir. Someone is here to see you. The private staff from other board.
Chamber. What is it doing here?
Let me pause.
Brother, what is he doing here?
My son, how are you?
I am not your son. What are you doing here?
I am your uncle. Most importantly, do you know of Adabo Kingdom? You are a true son of the soil, and I've come to see you.
Lies and deceits.
My son,
I
can
am
we talk?
not your son. And I don't want to talk with you. If you don't leave my house this minute, I'll have the security throw you out.
You heard him. Leave now.
Your Majesty, how I wish you witnessed how they reacted upon seeing me. I've never seen a thing like that. They didn't even wait to hear me out, Your Majesty.
It was expected. I was not expecting them to welcome you wholesomely and warmly into his house.
So, what do we do? That Ada may return anytime, and you won't have any excuse to give. How would you stand that?
Chamber, I have a lot of things coming to my head.
A lot of things. A lot of things like...
Your Majesty.
What is it?
The woman has arrived with her son. Should I let them in?
I welcome you once again, distinguished daughter of Adabo.
Ibe, thank you so much. I hope this is not a bad timing. You know, you told us to be back in 4 days. Forgive us that we are not here at the exact 4th day. Something came up in Obago and we're trying to resolve them. Biko.
It's okay. You do not need to explain all that. I equally apologize for not being able to attend to you that first day you came here with your son. But be rest assured that whatever it is that is happening at Obago will never consume you and your son.
He say...
Thank you very much, Your Majesty. I really appreciate.
You're welcome. Please come with me. Well, I'm going to leave you here. But there is something you must understand about the sacred autopsy.
Yes, Your Majesty.
It is always on its altar. And even if it is not there, it doesn't prevent you from praying to it. It hears regardless of where it is. And it will swing into action to defend, to heal, and to grant your request, provided your prayers are pure. Do you understand what I am saying, Ada?
Yes, Your Majesty. Very well.
Very well then. I'll be here, waiting.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
My name is Zach Orji, and I'd like to encourage you to watch quality Nollywood movies on SUNYRICHY NollyTV.
My name is Frederick.
My name is Yul Edochie.
Go and subscribe to
SUNYRICHY NollyTV.